They called her Adunni in the village of Ilu-Nla. Men did not just look at her, they worshipped the ground her feet touched. Her skin was not just dark, it was like the night sky before the stars appear. Perfect, smooth, untouched. But Adunni had a secret ritual. From the first crow of the rooster, she would lock herself in her hut. She would apply the Osun, Kamut powder and the Tiro black eyeliner with an obsession that frightened her mother. She layered it on thick, painting a masterpiece over her skin. She never swam in the river, she never walked in the rain, and she never ever let a soul see her face before the sun was fully up. Akande was the wealthiest hunter in the region. He was a man who wanted only the finest things, and to him Adunni was a prize to be won. He wooed her with yams, silks and gold. The village elder whispered, "Akande, be careful. A beauty that never sweats, a face that never changes. It is not of this world." But Akande was deafened by desire. He proposed and Adunni accepted, but on one condition. She looked him in the eye, her face painted to perfection, and said, "You may marry me, Akande, but you must never touch my face nor ask me to wash it until the door is locked on our wedding night." Akande laughed. He thought it was merely a maiden's vanity. He agreed. The wedding was the talk of the clan, but as the moon climbed high, the guests dispersed. The drum went silent. Akande and Adunni entered their chamber. The oil lamp flickered, casting long, dancing shadows against the mud walls. Akande approached her. "My wife," he whispered. Reaching out, "The door is locked. The world is shut out. Let me finally see the woman beneath the pots and the paint." Adunni stood by the basin of water. In the corner, she didn't smile, she didn't tremble. She simply dipped a rough cloth into the water. The sound of the dipping water echoed like thunder in the small room. Drip, drip, drip. She brought the cloth to her cheek. One wipe, the red camwood smeared onto the cloth. Another wipe, the black tiro vanished. Akande stepped closer, his eyes widening. He expected to see a blemish, a scar, perhaps a birth mark she was ashamed of. But as Adunni wiped across her nose and her mouth and her eyes, Akande screamed. The makeup was not covering a scar, it was covering nothing. As the paint came off, there was no skin, no nose, no lips, no eyes, just the smooth, blank, brown clay of the riverbank. Adunni was not a woman, she was a spirit of the river mud, molded into a shape held together only by the paint and the will of a demon. The next morning, the villagers broke down the door. They found Akande sitting on the floor, his mind gone, babbling about the clay and water. And on the floor, just a pile of wet mud and a container of spilled makeup. Be careful what you fall in love with, children of the soil. For sometimes, beauty is nothing but a mask, hiding a monster waiting to return to the heart. If you enjoy this tale, kindly drop a comment and subscribe. Thank you. See you again.